Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Dual Destinies, and it's October 25th, Write Anything Agency. And there he is, our man. Sorry boss, I couldn't do it. You know that little bit of advice you gave me? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I actually love that, like, she keeps remembering this little phrase, right? And she's using it to her, like in the trial she's remembering it. I don't know exactly what you meant, but there was no way I could force a smile in that courtroom today. I'm just glad you remember that, but now how about relaxing a little? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Relax? Not gonna happen. Junie, she asked me to defend her because she believes in me. But I felt completely helpless. Word for their confessions. Yeah, such a huge moment, by the way. But if the trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Crazy. Well, I'll just make sure it doesn't happen then, won't I? Yeah, it definitely veered off a little bit. No, I can't lose it all. Not now. You okay, Athena? You're turning kind of pale. It's a big deal, right? By the way, your first trial. It's a massive deal. I can't just stand around here. I'm going to finish the investigation. Can it wait? I just took a batch of freshly baked cookies out of my magic panties. We love cookies. Thanks, but I'd better get going. Save me some for when I get back. Apollo, you wait here. I need to see Junie at the detention center first, right away. No, wait. I'm going with you. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I better go too. No problem. You two be careful. Yeah, it's like, again, it's a big deal for her because it's a friend, first of all. But also, like, you know, I was like getting very hype about the ending to that part of the trial there because it was a really cool moment. But like from Athena's perspective, that's terrifying. Having 3 confessions, it's like, yeah, we've prolonged the trial. We've gotten enough time to actually keep the trial going. But now we have to like get past 3 friends who want to defend each other. October 25th, Detention Center Visitors Room. There's so much I need to ask Junie. What happened in the court today? Where do we go from here? Oh no.
Well now, fancy meeting you here.
Oh, Professor Means, what brings you here? I asked him to come. He arrived just a little before you. I want to ask him something, but first, Athena, I want to apologize for my sudden confession after you worked so hard to defend me. She was calling me Athena until just now. Oh, it's back to Athena. No, I should be the one apologizing. The whole thing spiraled out of my control. Athena, don't worry. I'll re-bring it tomorrow. I'll find something. Wait, is she changing her? Is that why Professor Means is here? Oh, no, girl. I know you're doing this for us. I can tell you're doing this for us so we don't get involved in this. But no, don't do this, Athena, about that. I've been thinking of asking Professor Means to defend me. No, don't do that.
I myself only just heard of this a moment ago.
Oh, so she thinks Professor Means would be... No, I can't let this happen. Not with the way he wants to do things. I don't think she thinks that he would be better. I think her perception of it, like from my perspective, I could be wrong, is that she does, if she is going down for this, and if they're all going down for this, she doesn't want Athena's first trial to be defending someone who is going to prison. Junie. I know, Athena, but will you please hear me out? Of course. Of course. Why change lawyers? Athena, do you actually think you or Robin could have committed this crime? The body was moved right before the mock trial. Besides Junie, they're the only ones. Who could move freely across the campus at that time? I'm sorry, Junie, but at this point, I can't rule them out. I was afraid you'd say that.
Juniper is seeking a lawyer who can clear all 3 of their names.
We will do that, though. Like, that is what we will do. In the search of their guilt, we will find their innocence. That's how we've always done it. You know? In the search of, like, guilt, we find innocence. The perfect example, I know, like, Athena hasn't done this, but, like, in terms of, like, these games, like, I think it's always the best way to put it. You look at, even last, Dr. Crab. In the search of his guilt, we found his innocence. And that's how you do it.
Only I'm capable of such a feat.
And I feel like it's like, that's what you have to do, right? Like, to really find someone how innocent someone is, You have to explore all possibilities that can make them guilty and disprove them in a way, and let them disprove it. You know, if you have five people who stole from the cookie jar, you have to talk about how they could all be guilty. Well, you were home at 5 p.m. when the cookie jar was there alone. Well, it couldn't have been me because I was watching the monster truck rally. You know, it's. But how can you possibly prove all three of them are innocent?
I'm a result-oriented person. Come tomorrow, I won't fail to have the perfect piece of evidence ready.
So maybe it is just generally she's afraid that all three. Maybe it's not about just like it's protecting Athena. Maybe it's literally about like, hey, I don't want my two friends to go to prison. That could be it too, you know?
For the end really does justify the means, especially for me, Professor Aristotle means.
But see, the problem is that like, I don't know. I feel like this way of doing things would lead to a lot of false imprisonments. Would lead to a lot of false trials. I really don't like the sound of that. I'm sorry, but just as you believe I'm innocent, I believe that my friends are innocent too. Here's the thing, Juniper, I totally get where Juniper's coming from with this. She's trying to protect her friends, but I think Blackwell would rip this guy apart. I don't know, man. I think Blackwell would rip him apart. All right, if that's how you really feel, we'll respect your decision, Apollo. Apollo? But we want to continue our investigation. Could we ask you some more questions? Sure, I don't mind. Professor Means, would you like to stay and join our conversation?
Yes, of course. I'm a lawyer after all.
Oh, this feels bad, man. This feels bad. This is one of the first times you've been replaced. You know what I mean? It feels bad. And I understand her, like, the reason why she's doing it, right? She's worried that, like, we're going to, like, that we're only Juniper focused. And that's what we are, in fairness. Like, we are focused on defending our client personally. You know, we've proven that many, many times that the Write Anything Agency crew of Apollo, Phoenix, and now Athena have always been about defending our client first, even if that means putting away one of their loved ones, their best friends. We've done that before. We have. There's that smile again. What has always creeped me out, man? The eyes as well. The eyes as well. So why did you confess? I think we know why she confessed, but we'll ask her anyway. About your confessing, Junie. It's not true, is it? You just said what you did because Robin had a confession on the stand, didn't you? Yes, I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was I had to help my friend. You mean because of that school rule? The one that says you can't graduate if you are convicted of a crime? No, I didn't do it because of some rule. I did it because she's my friend. Why is there discord in her voice again? Could it really be that friendship between the three of them that is on the rocks? It's a really interesting story because, like, while I have, like, you know, my own perceptions of it, and I think we all have our own perceptions of it, like, it looks like there is more than meets the eye, that, like, even my perception of why they all did it and why they're defending each other could be completely different. Like, we don't know. And that's what's so good about Ace Attorney. We don't know. The trio's friendship. When did you three become friends? Well, even though we were in different courses, we really bonded from the first day at school. We vowed to work together to bring an end to the dark age of the law. Wow. That was when our professor of friendship came about. Professor, proof of friendship. I took away an O there. There's that proof of friendship thing again. I just wish it was as simple as that. We even have proof of our... Oh, yeah, the proof of friendship. We don't know what this is because they wouldn't show us. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, you'll be able to be carrying them around. But the situation kind of changed recently, when the school's policy shifted to training legal professionals who produce results. Honestly, like, I imagine that's how most lawyers go by, especially with prosecutions, is that they are about results-based things. Because you make more money if you're results-based. So, like, and we've seen it all the time, like again, I only know, I've watched some court cases, so when you're bored, you know, when you have, like, a bit of free time in between, like, something or something like that, you just turn on, like, a 15-minute, like, courtroom video or something like that. And you see it sometimes and you're like, it very much is about, like, how quickly you can get the results by. You know what I mean? You're trying to get the result as quick as possible in the most succinct way as possible. Blackwell's very like that too in a way. He is very much like, I am going to get like results with this. And that's how you make the most money. But I think the reason why I love Phoenix and I love our crew so much is that there is like a very much a passion behind it when it comes to like law and actually like the defending people. Yeah.
Allow me to explain. In a lawyer's court, I teach producing results. Means winning trials. Professor Court, on the other hand, taught that finding the truth was the only valid result.
And now she's gone. Crazy that the one influence that could have influenced them to maybe like go on our side with this is gone.
Unfortunately, that clash of ideas created a rift among our students.
At some point we stopped talking about it. Well, that meant fewer arguments. It also meant we couldn't be as frank and open with each other. Yes, yes, 100%. Sweeping something under the rug just makes the rug lumpy. Makes it harder to walk on. I think I understand now. By putting their friendship on a pedestal, they actually did more harm than good. It seems the relationship between the three of them isn't as simple as I thought. Juniper, thank you for talking to us about this difficult subject. Yeah, thanks, Junie. Now, if you could tell us about the day of the murder. Apollo taking kind of like the leadership role here is very, very cool. It's very cool. He knows Athena is like, you know, in a space where she's talking to a friend, and he's very gently, you know, moving stuff along so like it doesn't get too personal sometimes, which I actually think is very, very good of him. The day of the murder. Junie, you told us yesterday that you went home a little after 6 p.m. Was that a lie? I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before, but what had happened was I left the art room a little after 6 p.m. and headed over to my dressing room where I worked on my stage costume until 7 p.m. That's it? You didn't go anywhere else? No, nowhere else. If that really were it, then there'd be no reason to lie in the first place. She's got to be hiding something else. Junior, do you remember this picture? Yes, but something's wrong here. Wrong? What's wrong? I took this picture around 6 p.m., which was before I left the art room. But the clock here says it's just after 7. Did the clock stop? But by 7, I'd already been working in my dressing room for some time. So there's definitely something wrong with that time in the picture. I guess you better go check the art room. Okay, just one last question about the day of the murder. Encountering O'Connor. We're being thorough here. On the evening before the mock trial, the evening of the murder, you ran into Hugh. Yes, I did. Oh, she's not feeling good about this one. She's not feeling good about this one. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed like her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? She suddenly went silent. She always was terrible at hiding things. Was she trying to keep their meeting a secret by lying about going home at 6 p.m.? Alright, I won't press the matter any further. Is there anything else you noticed on the night of the murder? Well, I don't know if this will help, but that evening I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten there. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30. Around 8:30, huh? That's over an hour after when the crime supposedly took place. That's when I noticed, but the stage statues were finished. They were quite large and were each covered with a white sheet, but I could tell. It made me happy to think that after all that hard work, they were finally finished. Alright, the statues that Robin made, so they were covered in white sheets. Oh, poor thing. Junie, are you okay? Get that flower. I'm a little tired, that's all. Yeah, get that flower. Athena, I think this meeting is over. Professor Means?
I will use any means possible to get the result I want in Juniper's case.
That smile worries me to death.
But it will require considerable preparation, so I must be off.
Hold it!
Oh, hold it. Junie. And Professor Means, I have a proposal. A proposal? Wait, this isn't one of your crazy... By sundown today. Yes. I, Athena Sykes, along with Apollo Justice. Wait a second, don't drag my name into it. We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery. Athena, that's a promise and a half. That's a promise and a half. What? We're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what the truth is.
I see. So it has come to this, has it?
If you succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Then you shouldn't need anyone else to defend you except me. Have we got a deal?
I trust that's okay with you too,
Professor Means? Oh.
I have no objections as long as Juniper is satisfied with this arrangement.
Okay, but only if it's the real truth. I'm sorry to put you through this, Athena. Oh, we're back to Athena, but thank you. I've been thinking only of myself this whole time. Junie, it's way too early to thank me. But you can thank me all you want when I get to the bottom of this. That is such a Phoenix Wright line. That is such a Phoenix line. Don't thank me yet. Just wait.
Very well, I will see you back here at sundown.
Sorry for all the trouble, Professor. It's just she's new to the agency, so...
Don't be silly. I find it all rather thrilling. Now, let us meet again here later.
If you'll excuse me, I better go. Okay, see you later.
This trial proceeds in the same manner as it ends in the same way as the mock trial. Would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain?
Does he mean that, like, if this is just exactly as it is in the mock trial, and like everything is exactly as he said it would be, and it's just the exact thing that's said, and like then her defense would mean nothing, and like her first trial would mean that she like took on a trial that like was so open and shut? I've got an investigation to do. I will find the truth by sundown, no matter what. Look at this man here. First, I gotta stare at Apollo for a bit. Yeah. Only 3 mock trial participants could have moved the body before it started. That's why the killer must be Robin, you, or Juniper. Right, and that means at least one of them is lying. To make matters worse, I have a feeling each of them is hiding some sort of secret. We'll have to bring it all to light. I'm not looking forward to it, but it has to be done. Yeah. Today's trial focused on the day of the crime and the actions of those involved. Yeah, like when the voice was recorded and who went into the art room and when. If we analyze the info we have, we should be able to ID the killer. There's no lead in these legs. I've been training for a day like this. Okay, I'm in mark, ready, set. No running from me. I'm done trying to keep up with you. You don't have to keep up with me, buddy. You don't have to keep up. So I guess we could just go everywhere. Like we start with the hallway. This is like, you know, this is a game is for me where they say, what if Apollo was in a hallway? Still cute. What if Apollo was in the... Oh, it's Trucy. How are you, Trucy? Let's ask Trucy any ideas. Hungry, Athena? You haven't had lunch yet, right? Well, it's a virtual snack bar in my magic panties. Cookie, crisps, and snackoos, you name it. You know what's so weird? Out of context now, well, look, even in context it's still weird. But out of context, for anyone who like would be over my shoulders I'm playing this, I'm just like, it's like a magic trick. I'm trying to, it's like a magic trick. That's not the most appetizing place to keep snacks. You know, I'm not really hungry anymore. I'll just have some juice from the fridge. Great. I've been waiting to have to try from drinking from my magic panties. That's even worse. Maybe next time. I'm really busy with the investigation and all. Oh, you are? Well then, when you get back, I'll have all sorts of things ready for you with my magic panties. Again, out of context, just very well. Very thoughts make me shudder. You know what I mean? Out of context, it's like, okay, stop. But Trucy is like so like... Trucy's a very smart girl, but she's also like oblivious in some cases too to some things. Do you like Apollo in a lecture hall? Yes, I do. What a cute man. Do you like Apollo in the outdoor stage? Oh, here we go. Oh, look, there she is again. October 25th. Themis Legal Academy outdoor stage. See, that's why she has the knee pads, by the way, which is such a good touch. Is my imagination or does something just move? Javier.
Afternoon, you two.
Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? Don't you think sneaking onto campus like this is just slightly suspicious?
I'll have you know, I'm continuing my investigation in the strictest of confidence.
I don't want to be caught napping again in tomorrow's trial. And that means a thorough investigation today. Think you can lend us a hand? Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool.
I'm not one to refuse a damsel in distress. But you needn't have asked, Feline. I'd intended to help from the start.
You're the best, Prosecutor Gavin. Okay, time for a thorough investigation. I bet we missed lots of stuff yesterday. This is awesome, man. Freaking awesome. Do we examine stuff? No, we just... Okay. Prosecutor Gavin, it's really cool that we're working with Gavin and Gavin's helping us out. Like, it's a nice touch. Because I thought we were going to have to go up against him. But I think it makes sense that we've conquered Gavin and now he's helping us out quite a bit, you know? Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you?
That's right, but I hadn't seen the stage until yesterday.
That backdrop with the starry sky and the big crescent moon isn't half bad.
We also have some tricks up our sleeve to make the concert really rock. Pyrotechnics, a fog machine, big banners, things like that. It would have looked like this.
Oh, the plans from yesterday. What's the design on the banner there in the back? I know the scales are the school emblem, but what's with the number 6? Looks like it's in serious pain or something. Athena, ixnay on the Xa.
That's the Gavineer's logo, Freyline. Oh, and nice pig-lathing air for it, really smooth.
Oh, I meant it looks like the number 6 rocking seriously hard. I love Apollo's forehead, but it's really funny that like it's almost come like a term of like endearment now. You know, it's kind of like a nice little pet name.
9, Freyline. It is G for the Gavineers, not a 6. But whatever floats your pretty boat.
So where is the banner? I don't see it anywhere on stage.
It was an important part of the show, but the school managed to misplace it somehow. It's a pity. We had it specially made for the heavyweight high-grade cloth. A missing banner and 2 broken statues. There are mysteries aplenty to be solved, yeah?
Come to think of it, one of the broken statues was of Prosecutor Gavin. It was. As you can see here in the stage plans.
Right here we have the statue of me. And right here, a right statue. But little does that matter now, as we both lie in pieces. Thanks to you, Air, for it.
Thanks to me? What did I ever do to you?
Actually,
This statue broke into rather large pieces. Why don't we try to put it back together? Maybe we'll learn something new.
Picking up the pieces of a shattered rock star. Achtung! That's one uber cool idea. There might have even been a song in there somewhere.
Yay, let's do this, Chanel. You know what's so funny is like, is this an investigation or am I interrupting a German language club social event? I was thinking that for a second. I was like Clavier is very much very gentle with Athena compared to how he was with Apollo. But then he was gentle with Trucy as well, right? So I guess we examine stuff then? So the thing they want us to examine is a suit over here. I don't know. This is fine for a rock concert, but the nighttime sky backdrop for a courtroom? Personally, I think it's breathtaking.
I mean, speaking of truth under a starry sky, don't you think it's romantic, Freyline? And the waning crescent moon represents the maximum 3-day trial cycle.
3-day trials outdoor? No thanks. If it starts raining, my hair will be ruined. And your hair is very nice, in fairness, so... Wait, you don't think this weird box here is... Hands off. I knew it. I'd know that voice anywhere. Let's just ignore it. I mean, it made its wishes loud and clear. So this is the future cardboard box technology has afforded us, huh? This is what we all want to put back together. So we're putting this back together, is it? Oh no, Prosecutor Gavin, you're a complete wreck. Literally. Why in the world would someone do something like this? I don't know, but whoever did it must have felt an amazing sense of release.
Can I take it as a confession, Air Forehead?
What? No. I feel bad for Robin. She worked so hard on these. Let's pick up the pieces for her.
You got it. Let's check out every corner of the stage then, yeah?
So can we actually pick up the pieces? Found one. A piece of Prosecutor Gavin's shattered pride.
Are you saying my pride is as fragile as plaster or Paris?
It looks like there are other large pieces scattered about. Okay, let's find what we can. So we need to find the pieces. A large white fragment has a distinctive shape that could be described as angular. This is kind of cool, finding all the different pieces, right? There's one there. Found another piece of the statue. But there still should be more. Let's leave no stone unturned. I don't know, man. I kind of like this. This is kind of neat. So I'm guessing there's something on the other side. Oh, there's one here. Found another piece of the statue. Yeah, this should be more. Okay, so we're gonna have to find as much as we can here. I'm not sure how many pieces of statue we need to find. But we'll try our best. This angle as well. Oh, there's one as well. Found another piece of the statue. But there still should be more. Okay, so there's still more? How many do we need to find? So there's this angle here. Do they... Wait, if we go back over here like this, do these little pieces count? They do. Oh, it's the paper. Okay, what a story about the alleged love triangle. I wonder if people really waste their time reading this stuff. They do. It's more popular than you think. Oh, yeah. Okay. What was that? I thought I heard something just now. You're just hearing things. It was nothing. More than your ears playing tricks on you. Really funny. Trying to defend their newspaper. Okay, where could the other parts be then, I wonder? The winner of the mock trial was to take training seminar right here. You mean you or Robin? Yeah, besides Junie, they're the only ones who could have moved freely around the campus. Before the mock trial, that means one of them must be the killer. But that's not really enough to go on, is it? We need to talk with Juniper one more time and persuade her to give us a name. Right, and that means we have to find irrefutable evidence before the day ends. There's no time to lose, but we can't rush it either. Efficiency is the key. She's right. Yeah, we can't rush it. Oh, there's a piece. Didn't even think this would be here. This looks like another piece of the statue. Thanks, Paul. This makes 5 pieces in all. I think we have all we're going to find. Great. Okay, let's get back to where the prosecutor Gavin was shattered. I think you might want to reword that. No, perfect. Perfect wording. Perfect wording. Well, I don't see any other big pieces lying around here. Yeah, let's see if we can put this statue back together. All right, Paul, you come over here, and Prosecutor Gavin, if you could hold this. I love them. They're just putting it back together. That's really cool. Like, it's such a cool, like, little mechanic, like, that adds to the game. Like, that, you know, you don't always get, which is just, hey, find the little pieces, put together the statue, like a little activity. Let's see what we got. It's nice. It is a nice statue. Did a good job on the jawline. We did it. Not bad if I do say so myself.
Yeah, but don't you think it's strange to put the statue back together? But look.
Also, those leftover white pieces. These look like they go together. And this one too. Athena, what do you think you're doing? Don't stop me now. The artist inside me wants to get out and have a good time. So that's a little Queen reference.
Wait.
What did you create? Athena?
So, what is it? Ah, it's the goddess of law holding a pair of scales in one hand and a sword in the other. That's quite a feat you pulled off there, Fairyline.
That's more than a feat. That's incredible that you were able to put that back together. My microphone literally fell over. There's nothing I could say. Well, I love the feeling you get after you work really hard on something. No, I know who it was. I meant to ask what it's doing here. Not sure. There's no statue like this in the stage plans. Still, I could swear I've seen a statue like this somewhere before. Yes, we have. Somewhat. But it's like... Yeah, like it's the same statue. That's what I'm saying. Like, but like this, look at the scales are like turned into like things on the hand. Very weird stuff. Lady Justice added to the court record. The more we learn, the deeper the rabbit hole goes.
At least we're moving in the right direction. Let's keep searching the stage because I love that we're working with Clavier.
It's such a nice feeling. I've been wondering about something this whole time. You know that the pole at the edge of the stage?
You mean this?
It's a wire that goes off and connects there to something somewhere. Wow, man, look at they've kind of traded off a lot of stuff here in this game where like the 3D visuals are really cool to like have this kind of exploration feature, but at the same time, obviously, like they've traded the fact that you can't just examine everything. This wire is hanging from the banners over the stage. One of the policemen who was here earlier was checking how it worked. Oh, so that's why the banner looks like it's out of place.
The banners are hung and removed from the art room over there.
That's the art room over there? As in the scene of the crime?
Bingo, Freyline. It's still crawling with cops, though.
Hey, anyone in the art room? She shouted up, oh my god, it's Fulbright, that's so cool. I love if they just go, hey, anyone up there? Oh, it's you people. Ah, just as we trust.
I actually like Fulbright a lot.
Detective Fulbright, in justice we trust. Oh, Athena.
Is that some kind of greeting between you two? We're well known at this point.
Detective Fulbright, can you lower that banner from there?
Of course. Just leave it to me. Man, he just like did a whole thing for us there.
How's that? Phew. Thanks, Detective. In justice we trust.
Always got to help. Justice we trust. I love him. I love him so much. I think he's great. I think he's probably the best cop we've ever had in these games.
What about Detective Gregson? So is that some kind of greeting between you two or not? Well, looks like the banner's down now.
I do love that one of the things that Athena has an advantage on over Apollo and Phoenix is that they're people like very instantly warm to her to the point that they want to help her constantly. So like there's no, like literally like it's just like this thing where like she doesn't have to like she obviously has to gain people's trust and she has to work really hard, but like she also like people, you know, get this softness from her from like the get-go, and that probably is because she's very empathetic. Her whole character is about being empathetic. So like you have people like wanting to help her like a lot more.
Take a look at this banner. Look at this banner. I don't think it would flap very well in the wind. Yeah, it's like crumpled up. An unflappable banner? Hey, I like that. It goes perfect with unflappable lawyers and unflappable rockers. It's like it was made for this very stage. Look at this, the bottom part is all knotted out. Let me try and unravel it. Yeah, what's the symbol on it? Oh, it's the scales. Jeez, did you really have to? But there's like a stain on it as well, or is that just like a shadow? Jeez, you really have to? You don't have to come. You don't have to come across this unflappable banner every day.
Yeah, but like we need to find out more about this, Athena.
I think there are some things you have to yield to the forces beyond themselves. What a cruel world we live in. October. You want what? A scrap of paper was caught up inside it. It's blowing away. I got it. Yes, great catch, huh? What does it say? October U120. Looks like some kind of note. What does it say? October U120. What's that supposed to mean? So it's from the diary. It's from Court's diary. October U120. What would that mean? Because there's nothing like that here. A test score maybe? Oh, maybe. Pretty impressive when you consider the 100 as a perfect score. Yeah, but like it could be like 120 out of like 300 or something like that. I don't see how even you can get beyond perfect. Yeah, I guess if you're talking about percentages, it's different, but I was thinking of scores. Like scores and percentages are different. Like if you get 70 out of 140, that's, you got 50%. You know what I mean? Like, if you're thinking about, I think scores and percentages are very different. But then again, like, you know, people go, this is your score on your test, and it's a percentage as well. So I guess a score can be anything, really, can't it? Because a score can be like 1 point, a score can be like 10 points, a score can be 2 pins, a score can be 3 hits. Like, you know what I mean? A score can be anything. It's I guess, you know, I'm not exactly right about that.
Freyline, shall we inspect the banner again now that it's been unraveled?
Scrap out of the court record. I do love that he's like also like he understands what it's like to be a first-time lawyer, and Apollo is understanding this too. They're not like they're helping, but they're not forcing their way into being the leader of this investigation. They're both kind of like, okay, we can help out, but we're gonna take Athena's suggestion because this is technically her case, even though she's been taken off the case. This is the emblem that's on Junie's school uniform. It's a cool emblem. Hey, you're right. Wait a sec. It's hard to see against the red material, but look. The dark red stain here, just on... Yes, I did notice the dark red stain. This banner on the wire connected to the art room. Right, and the art room is where the murder occurred. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Oh, this is what they used to maybe They used the pulley system maybe to carry the body? Is that what we're getting at here? This stain might be from the victim's blood. That would be huge. A large banner was hung by a wire between the stage and the art room. A trace amount of blood was found. That would be insane if that's the case. Hey, look what I made. Not bad, huh?
You're like a recording artist who samples other people's works and calls their own.
Well, you know what they say. Imitation is the serious form of flattery. In any case, we can have Statue Smasher in addition to a killer to catch now.
9. I suspect they might be one and the same.
So he believes that whoever smashed the statue is whoever also smashed... whoever smashed the statue is who killed Court. The statue doesn't look anything like you or Mr. Wright.
The goddess bearing scales and swords is a symbol of fairness and strength, but she and her symbols were shattered along with the statues of you and Mr. Wright.
Oh, sorry for me, but she and... Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. Reading is not great today. But she and her symbols were shattered along with the statues of you and Mr. Wright. This is a direct challenge to the rule of law. Well, if they want to fight, they've got one. Whoa, take it down a notch, Tiger. Let's save the fight when we find our culprit. Oh, is that the full investigation? Phew. That was a whole lot of poking around in such a short time. I loved it though. I loved it. I feel like even though it was like quite simple, like the idea of the three of these guys together exploring the stage together just made me very happy. Does that mean you're satisfied? Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to check out. See that metal fence back there? Yes, I do. There's just one segment, so it seems out of place. It looks like they were in the process of removing them after the stage was set up. But they were never able to finish on account of the murder. We should take a look if you think it could be important. Okay. This track looks man-made on the wall? You're right, and it looks like it starts from behind the backdrop. Maybe a big muddy pro wrestler was hiding back there.
A muddy pro wrestler?
Well, that was totally random, but we'll never know until we take a look. Well, there is a track back here. Looks like something was behind, being dragged through here. And this is where it started. The idea of dragging something like a body or something always just terrifies me. Yeah, but whatever it was, it's long gone. Must have been pretty heavy. Perhaps it was used in setting up the school's festival. Then I guess it wasn't a pro wrestler. Still, this could be something important. Well, that's about it for the stage. Right, I think we better search the art room next.
I think I'll hang around here for a while. But make sure to tell me once you find it, yeah?
I've adored having you here. Like, it's been great. Like, you know, we went through a lot in the Apollo Justice. We went through a lot against each other. But in the end, you know, it's nice to have, like, a character from the past show up and, like, actually add something to the game as well. Find what?
What else? The Gavanier's banner that was disappeared from the stage. You never know. It just might be connected to the case at hand.
I mean, yeah, sure. Really? Or does he just want his banner back? True. Yeah, but, like, it could be both. Don't tell me. So in short, that's... Hey. I don't know why we allowed ourselves to explore the stage with this freaking tabloid freaking writer around here. I do not know why we did it. That box, it just took off running. I have a pretty good idea who that is. As I suspect you do too. Come on, we can't afford to have any weird articles written about us. We knew she was there. The maintenance area over in that direction after that box. We talked about it. We were like, oh, just listen. We talked about this. I don't know why we were doing that in front of this little box. I don't know why. So all the characters we have so far, right? We usually look at these things anyway, so we'll look at it now just before we go any further. Myriam Scuttleblood is the character who was in the box. Senior in the judge course, she is aloof. Editor-in-chief of the school paper who walks around with a box overhead. Very cool character design. Mr. Rockstar, prosecutor himself. He was the leader and vocalist of the Gavaners. We know Blackwill, prosecutor, prison inmate. And I guess like we can kind of have like... So we have like a senior prosecutor, of course, who served as the prosecution in the mock trial. He is really a she who would rather be an artist. He seems like kind of a jerk. A good friend since known since childhood, yeah. October 25th, he was the Legal Academy maintenance area. I don't know what, like, I really don't know why, like, we explored that stage and talked so loud when we knew that she was in the box. Myriam, you're allowed to get tossed in the garbage truck if you hang around here. Unless, like, I misinterpreted what they were saying when they hit the box, that they were like, oh, let's just, like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they didn't know it was her. I'm just an empty box, and that's what you do with them. You throw them away.
I love this design so much.
Hey, did you change boxes? I like the new look.
It is a new box. Wipe past with the crime cleaner. Get sparkle with clean with brute force.
What does it matter anymore? I was a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams. Everything I've worked for so hard for is gone. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt. But doesn't believe you had a scoop when you really didn't, makes you a failure as a reporter. Oh my god. It's such a good line. But you know what's crazy about that as well? I wonder if that's like also like a parallel to how Athena could feel about herself if she fails in this court case. You know? A failure as a reporter? Honestly though, like, I
love that little thing, the animation.
it's not even a failure.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Really cool hair.
It's not a failure as a reporter to me. It's like because I wouldn't even consider you like a real reporter like to me, because like a reporter like actually reports like the news and things like this. You report stuff and stretch the truth and things like that. That's more of like you're more of a storyteller even, like, you know, because to me, like, you know, if you report on something like that's very true, like all the radiators in the local supermarket exploded. And then you add to that part's true. Then you add to the story that like the reason they exploded was because the maintenance man was cheating on his wife one day, and so he was late to actually fix the radiators. What that says is that and it's not true, by the way, that what you added there was like this little bit of like, or no, I guess that's not true, because what she does is, that's a bad analogy, because what she does is like she stretches the truth just enough that like it's not necessarily slander completely. It's more like an opinion piece, right? So like it would be more if she was like, the cold-hearted maintenance man didn't show up to work that day. Who knows what he could be doing? This, in my journalistic opinion, he could have been cheating or doing this, but that's just an opinion or a theory. And it's like it's like what she does instead of actually like reporting on it, I guess it is. Couldn't think of it. Calling her failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme. Yeah. I think that like what she did in the paper was very, very like this here is very, very like, especially about your own peers, is horrible to do. It's horrible. Scold me, despise me, pack me away where I'll never see the light of day. I've been cast aside to waste away in a big pile of mushy paper mache. I kind of feel responsible for this, but now's our chance to prod her for information while she's vulnerable. Okay, follow. I bet that's what you were just thinking. I love when he grabs the wrist, like that the bracelet feels a little bit tighter, you know? It's a really cool touch. What kind of person do you think I am? He read me like a book. I mean, like, I get what he's saying. I think the phrasing was a bit wrong, but like, I think I get what he's saying, right? It's like, hey, like when she's like more open to talking, maybe. So scuttling scuttlebutt. I love this design, by the way. That was you on the stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that? Take a look at this. Why are you showing me a burnt up old rag? Wait, it's really hard to see, but I think that's the Gaviniers logo there. Oh, it's burnt. So this is the banner that disappeared? It's all burnt up. Don't look at me, I just happened to find it at the incinerator. I believe you. I genuinely think that you're like, again, you're too sneaky to give us actual evidence that you've burnt yourself. Incinerator? Did Blackwell actually make good on his threat to burn her box? We should probably try and find out whether someone tried to destroy it on purpose. That's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea. Yeah, this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to the case, Apollo. Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things that, like, that happens in Ace Attorney where, like, it seems unrelated, but then eventually will become related. The burnt remnants of the Gaviniers banner that was tossed into the incinerator and later found by Myriam. That's the thing. It's like, it seems like it's not. It seems like it shouldn't be. How do I say it? It seems like it's not. But then again, like the burnt remnants to me is like a big deal. That's like the big deal. Yeah. Like who would burn it? So the depths of despair. Myriam, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have said you were a failure as a reporter. Here's the thing, like, yeah, it was harsh. It was totally harsh. We can all agree that it was harsh. But my issue with with apologizing like too hard is that what she wrote in the paper was actually very cruel. Too late. I already decided journalism isn't for me. Or you could do the opposite, right? Think about it this way. Instead of like journalism isn't for me, can you imagine if like you changed and actually started reporting things like factually and so? You know what I mean? That'd be crazy. The last step is to erase all photos on my PC. I'm really going to do it. Here it goes. 5%, 10%. 4 years of my life down the drain. Like, I feel bad. You know what I mean? Shouldn't we stop her, Athena? Like, I do feel bad. Myriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't mean what I said. Okay. I don't know. Like, is it, like, how did you guys feel in this situation? Because I personally am like, I feel bad that anyone would feel this way about their work, right? But at the same time, the work was really bad. And it was mean. And it was really mean-spirited, and it was really horrible what they said about Juniper. You didn't mean it? Oh no. Oh no, my phone is stopped. I cancel abort. Did you stop it in time? Deletion progress, 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left. What are the photos? Are they important for us? What are you going to do now, Athena? You owe her to make this right. Apollo! I know.
Your photo technique.
Don't worry, Myriam. Your photos may be gone, but the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in all of our hearts. Oh, Athena, that was cringeworthy. Hey, Myriam, check this out. You took some amazing photos of the 3 of them, and I'm sure they really appreciate it. They are great photos. Like, it's a great looking paper. It's a great, like, the composition looks great, the colors look great. Obviously, I'm the ace member of the newspaper club, the only member, in fact. I know this won't make up for the photos you lost, but here's your newspaper back. Themis Herald and Themis Herald Extra return to Myriam. Such a cool way, again, of getting rid of the evidence we don't need. There's no rest for the wicked. I plan on pursuing those 3 for as long as I live. Myriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, you and Robin? Obsessed? I'm not obsessed with them. It's just that they were so close ever since they were fresh in freshman year, so, well... Athena, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. I think that's the only explanation. Wait a second. You're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
Objection!
Objecting right in the middle of the courtyard. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Myriam. You want another trio, so you want a friend? Okay, now I feel bad. No, you still wrote some pretty horrible stuff. How could you possibly know that? You've such nice hair. You have such nice hair. That's one abused laptop. My laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years. No, it's not over. Your life isn't over. Now I really feel bad. Oh, I know. Myriam, we have a laptop at the office. We'd be happy to lend it to you. Huh? You have a laptop I could use? This has to be the most hilarious character in this game so far. Sure, but on one condition. I want you to ask Junie, you and Robin if you can hang out with them. What? Like I could ever do that. Sorry, but that's the deal if you want to go borrow a laptop. You scare me sometimes, Athena. You're like a good cop, bad cop all rolled into one. That's the psychological aspect in her head, right? She's so good at this stuff. She's so good. Her empathy is also used as a weapon sometimes. Fine, I'll do it, if that's all you want. Yeah, I'll be by later to bring you the laptop. Wait, it's not like I owe you anything, but here. Wait, she's giving us back the paper? Oh, the pictures. Thanks, that was actually really funny, putting it through the slit like a letterbox. It's a set of pictures. Look at Robin. Wait, you was working on this too? What the hell? Is you in the freaking thing? Looks like you're setting up the stage. Where'd you get a license for that, you? Yeah, look, I took it when they were putting the stage backdrop into place. Wow, you sure have an eye for photography. For what I can make out anyway. These are the last two photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours. Thank you. Okay. Totally get the idea of like being jealous of someone's friends, right? Like wanting to be friends with people and something like that. Like I think like at some point in our lives we can all relate to the idea of like feeling on the outside of something, even if it's like something small, even if it's a family thing, a friendship thing, anything. You can feel like you're on the outside of something. I think you should also have to apologize to Juniper quite a bit. I'm gonna start doing because the probably annoys the hell out of people. I only realized when I did it last time, I was like, man, that probably is super annoying to hear over and over again. So I do apologize if that was annoying. That was really impressive, Athena. What's next? Well, I'd like to talk to you or Robin if possible. Okay, let's walk around and see if we can find them. Let's do just that. Again, you want to see Apollo in front of the garage? You got it. So we have to look for you or Robin as well. So where could they be? So we've already been to the art room. There we go. Probably gonna find Robin here. Oh, it's a cool painting. The Juniper one is like on the ground though. Guilty. Oh, that's the, what's it called? From the first trial. I forget the name of the thing, but from the first trial, it's like the legal system that they're putting in. Like it was like such a big important thing in the first trial with the tails and stuff like that. I forget the name of it. You guys can probably tell me. October 25th, Phoenix Legal Academy 3rd floor art room. Well, here it is. The art room where the grisly crime occurred. Let's start looking. Stop right there! There's an active crime scene. No author on. Oh, we're not defending her anymore as well. What? Can't you make an exception? You won't even notice we're Freeze! I don't think so. No exceptions. Now move along. Nothing to see here. Oh, he doesn't seem very accommodating this time. Let's try again later. That's fair enough. But look at this really cool art around here. The kind of sunflower thing over there is pretty creepy though. There's like an imprint on the table as well. Some paint on the ground. There's a scale over there. There's like two, wait a second, there's like two drawings of Juniper. The other abstract drawing too. So I guess we can go back to the lecture hall, see who's here. I'm guessing, oh, no one's here, okay. Let's try the hallway. Yes. October 25th, Phoenix Legal Academy. First floor hallway. Hey, that's you over there. That's me over there? You, we wanted to word with you if you don't mind. If it was Mr. Wright, then sure, but you two? Nah. You have no idea. You have no idea the types of trials. You, think about this for a second. You are disregarding someone who beat Clavier Gavin multiple times. The man who was supposed to be here as like your special guest prosecutor. Like, think about this for a second. I'm just noticing in my audio files, I'm closer to like the screen than I've ever been, and it's making less noise. I have no idea how that works. In terms of background noise. I'll never understand it. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like maybe he only respects defenders, not prosecutors, because he wants to be a defender. I knew it. There's a hint of discord in Hugh's voice. You're not getting off that easy. After all, you're a possible suspect, plus you actually confessed in court. True. That's more than a suspect. Whatever. So what do you want from me? But make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either. So let's talk to you now. What are we going to talk about? Why did you confess? Yeah, we have to ask everyone that question. About your confession today, you weren't serious about that, were you? Let's just say I had no choice, thanks to a certain lawyer failed to get the job done. Did you fail to get the job done? Go, stop insulting Athena. So you're really prepared to take the blame for this? Not gonna happen. The voice in the tape is female, so that rules me out. So he confessed it probably to like, maybe to prolong it? Let's put it this way, you don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just like that. A means to an end. Or as we say around here, The ends justify the means. But we established that that could be the voice. We established that play on words. The judge believes it. But I actually do believe the voice is shouting Hugh O'Connor. You know, we've established that in the judge's eyes, that's a truth, right? Juniper's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin or I were the killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple. Even if you should be capable of such reasoning. Or have I overestimated you? Oh my god. Hugh O'Connor got thrown out the window. When? Right now. Right now you're gonna get thrown out the window. You'll make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to enjoy getting under people's skin. Apollo gets it. No matter what, Apollo will always calm me down when he shows up. Could you and Robin's confession really prove their innocence instead of their guilt? I don't know. I'm just glad it prolonged the trial any bit of time. This is going to take some serious thinking on my part. Relation to Blackwell. It sure looked like Prosecutor Blackwell was twisting your arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you? Oh. I have no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hold, I am not through with you yet.
It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me.
Leave and we might just discuss you know what.
No, wait. One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? Yeah, there was something there. Yeah, for sure. I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. You really are a rank amateur. Oh my god. Hugh O'Connor, he was shoved through that fence there. And powerbombed onto a car. When? Very soon, if he doesn't stop. Even if that were true, you think I'd open up to you? So he's not denying it. That secret might be causing the discord in his voice. Then again, we have the same problem with Junie and Robin. True, there is discord there too. You're just wasting your time and mine. Next question. Quartz planner. About that meeting with Professor Quartz on the 23rd. Why did you want to see you? I have no intention of telling. There we go again. You'll have to force it out of me. Anyway, you can. Went back to the dark sky background, right? Professor Mean strikes again. Then again, you was in the lawyer's course. But didn't Professor Cord used to say that the only good result is the truth? So why don't you drop this whole charade and just tell me the truth? The truth? How can you be so sure it will help you solve this case? The truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor is Juniper's for that matter. No, you're wrong. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to defend Junie the right way, using the truth. That's the only way to honor Junie's wishes and Professor Quart's memory. I see. Very well, Miss Sykes. I'll testify tomorrow about the truth you're so interested in. But... oh. Don't look to me if something happens to Juniper because of it. Understand? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, he's very ominous, isn't he? What a terrible thing to say. I thought you guys were friends. Yes, we were until just recently, actually. Why are you not friends anymore? I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? You went from wanting to profess your love to not caring about her? What happened? Why? Tell me why. Just as I have my secrets, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. So we said something like this could happen. The way they were building it up. What are you saying? This conversation is over. I said I don't have a lot of time, and I meant it. You, wait! He's gone. So he's hinting at this as well, the same thing. The idea that, like, Juniper could have something darker behind her that we were saying. Like, no, we didn't say it outright. We said kind of like there could be a possibility. He doesn't care about it anymore? Why would he say that? Like, we were saying that, like, maybe we don't... So, yeah, we kind of had this, like, we didn't know that she had a darker side. We never used the word darker side. But, like, I think we were kind of, like, doubting ourselves a little bit. We were like, oh, is there something here behind it? But they had not to, like, about a 2% doubt because I love Juniper. And you guys know I adore Juniper. So I really feel like I could never be like, I knew it, because it's definitely not the case. Because we had like a 2% thing where we were like, oh, maybe there is something that we don't know. But I still have faith in her, I suppose, if that's the way to go with it. But that didn't go so well. I guess we just have to pin our hopes and testimony tomorrow. Athena, what do you say we head over to the art room? Maybe a nice change of pace. Hopefully the police have completed their investigation. All right, we don't really have much time left anyway. So this is where we'll end this episode, guys. And I'm actually very interested to see if Robin, how Robin feels about Juniper. Because that's like, if we have a change of heart about from you, I wonder what the status is with Juniper. Robin. And I think maybe they are a little bit closer. I think we could say they are definitely a little bit closer. Like, they seemed a bit closer. Am I right? I think I'm right in saying that they, like, to me, they felt a lot closer. And well, we know for a fact they were closer because Juniper wanted to kind of rig the trial. We know that Juniper wanted to rig the mock trial so that Robin, kind of like the safer option, would be the one to profess their love, I guess. So there is kind of like a trust there for sure. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and thank you so much to TieFire2, Jamie Bull, Jana the Banana, the Ghost of Vita Zuma, Felicius Felix, Eskun, Yuld, Radish, Anusta, Ciabatta Bread, Malcolm Hunday, Death Trap, and Lynx Markey. And guys, I will see you guys for the next episode of Ace Attorney. Thanks so much.